Hello there. My name is Jo. I'm not sure how anybody on this channel might know me, but I just felt very inspired to respond to Samantha's video from a few days ago regarding nomenclature, how can I pronounce that, with gender issues. I caught you on Trannystar tonight, replacing Krista, who I'm going to miss dearly, but I was thrilled to find you because I don't know you, and you're just lovely, and I really, just really felt drawn to a lot of the things you were saying. So, I'm just saying, a little bit bright here. That's about as good as it's going to get. Here's the deal. My name is Jo, genetic female, fascinated by all things trans, of course. I identify, I suppose, best as gender neutral. The other day I said to my sister, whose name is Anne-Marie, I said, doesn't it bother you that you were born without a gender-neutral name? Because I was blessed to be born Joanne, which was easily shortened to Jo. And I like being Jo. If you call me Joanne, it makes me actually very, very, very angry, as people at work know. But when I asked my sister that question, who's a girly girl, she went, what are you talking about? Apparently not everybody needs a gender-neutral name. Apparently I'm one of the few who needs that, and I was rather amused by that. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on a few things you were saying. You said that you weren't comfortable necessarily identifying as female or a woman because you'll never have children or you'll never have a period. And I'm a genetic woman who doesn't have a period because I take the pill through to make sure that I nip that in the bud. I don't want the damn thing. Trying to get a hysterectomy, although that's pretty invasive surgery for no real good reason. But I did talk to my gyno, and again, I feel weird even saying I have a gyno because gender-neutral people don't have gynos. But anyway, yeah, about stopping my period. I take the pill for cessation of menstruation. That's the only reason I take it, and they know that. Further to that, I got my tubes tied about 10 years ago, 11 years, 12 years ago, when I was 26. I'm 37 now. And I never wanted children, and I don't think that makes me less of a woman, or, well, not that I feel like that much of a woman to begin with, but what I'm getting at is, genetically, yes, I have the XY chromosome, or XX, whichever the heck one it is. I look female, I have a female voice. For whatever reason, I have longish hair. I dress gender neutral for a lot of years. I gained a lot of weight in the last 5 years or so. I quit smoking 9 years ago. I'm extremely top heavy, so whatever double D bra has to fit the bill, that's fine. I tend to wear women's clothes nowadays just because they fit better. They're more, I guess, flattering. Not that I really care so much about flattering. But it's strange. It is strange. I find when people at work, I work in an all-male environment, I work in computers as well, when the women on the help desk have an event and say, oh, the girls are getting together for so-and-so's baby shower, I go, oh, me? Oh, you're talking to me? Like, that's honest to God how I feel. Like I don't fit in that category. When you're talking about women, I don't fit in that category. The angriest I ever remember feeling was an event at work. Some guy had a couple of people over, had a bunch of guys over to watch a movie, and I wasn't invited. And I remember saying to him after the fact, like, why didn't you invite me? Because it was just the guys. And I was confused. I was like, well, I'm one of the guys. Like, why don't you invite me? It just didn't make any earthly sense to me at all. So, you know, that nomenclature, I suppose, you know, it annoys me. It annoys me that there has to be gender, you know, variations in language. Interestingly, I'm Canadian. I live in Ontario. I recently moved a friend from north of Montreal, Quebec, to Ontario, and I picked him up. We spent 8 hours together in the car. I also got to stay with his French-Canadian family, and I was attempting to speak French. My French is very poor. It's barely passable. I mean, just words, not even full sentences. And one thing that annoyed me, and I said so to him in the car, we actually got in a little argument about it, is a lot of international languages, not English, but have a gendered pronoun for like for words like la, bohème, and le crayon, and it bothered me. I remember thinking, because I used to be a library technician, and the name would be la bibliotechnicienne, or technicienne, I guess is the word. And if I were male, it would be technicien with E-N, not E-N-N-E. And yeah, fury. Like, who cares? Who cares? It's my career. It's like saying you're a policeman or a policewoman or a waitress. And those things have always infuriated me. Always infuriated me. So yeah, and here I am, you know, just a run-of-the-mill Gigi, as somebody referred to me recently. Jeanette, I think it was Krista in one of the comments I left for her. Maybe it was Canary Girl. I love you guys. I love all you guys. But yeah, genetic girl, female, woman. You know, I say these things and I don't know. I say them kind of tongue-in-cheek. Like, a lot of times, I recently have made a new friend. Her name is Joy, and we do girl things together. And we do. I recently sat with her where she had her makeup professionally done, and I was feeling completely out of my comfort zone. Like, just like this, like, I don't belong here. Oh, it reminded me of another instance. I did some volunteer work in New Orleans many years ago, and I met these twin sisters and another girl named Tracy, and the four of us went to the market. It was like a flea market thing. And I remember Melissa, the one sister, the one twin, she held up an earring to her ear, and she said, "Joe, what do you think?" And again, I looked like, talking to me? Like, why are you asking me for advice about an earring? I'm not the person to ask. And she had this New York accent, and she says, "It's just an opinion." And to this day, I laugh, because it's true. It is just an opinion. It doesn't need to have a gender association with it. But typically, women ask each other for opinions about fashion, and I just don't feel like I'm even in that category, let alone, you know, qualified to give an answer. So, anyway, I just wanted to give you a few ideas regarding the children thing and the period thing in particular, because those things don't make you a woman. I mean, seriously, lots of people are not mothers. Lots of us are not cut out to be mothers or parents, and that's got nothing to do with anything, really, if you ask me. So, welcome to Trannystar. I'll be looking forward to your videos. Bye-bye.